Are you feeling like your business idea is already taken? Like every time you scroll on Instagram, you see someone else launching exactly what you're dreaming about? Yeah, that feeling, it's real. It's also the number one reason why smart, capable women are not out there building the thing that they are actually meant to build. I know that voice in your head. It's saying, well, somebody else is already doing it, so why bother? Let's go ahead and retire that voice today, because originality is not the goal. The goal is making something that resonates with people. Resonance is the goal. What actually gets your business to stand out is not being original or being the first. It's clarity. It's having a clear voice, a clear message, and a clear purpose. And today, I'm going to show you how to do that. Not in like a woo-woo, just believe in yourself kind of way, but in a way that looks at real strategies, decisions, and frameworks that you can use to stand out in a crowded market without losing yourself. Hey, I'm Ayana, your product launch plug. I've helped billion-dollar businesses launch new ideas into best-selling products, and now I'm helping you do the same. I built Floracity Studio because I was tired of watching women just be stuck in idea limbo, overthinking, comparing themselves, kind of like waiting to be picked. But the truth really is, you don't need to be the most original. You just need to be the most aligned. If you've been second-guessing your idea because too many people are doing it, I made this video for you. You're not late, and you're definitely not basic. You're just unclear on your edge, and that's what we're gonna fix. Let's start here by busting this myth. Your idea is not too basic. Just because everyone else is doing it is not a reason to quit. Most of the businesses out there already are remixes. They're combinations of sorts. Old concepts with a new perspective, or two things that needed to be put together and just was waiting for somebody to finally do it. So here are two examples I love. So one is Notion. So like Notion didn't invent productivity tools. There's been so many tools on the market, but they've positioned themselves to be a tool that is for creative thinkers who wanted something that's minimal, flexible, and beautifully designed. And it's working for them. Another example that I've been recently obsessed with is Celsius. And Celsius now is not the only model like this in New York, but Celsius was started by two German sisters who saw an opportunity to upgrade the laundromat experience. What they've essentially done is that they've created a space where it's elevated, eco-friendly, beautifully designed. You can get coffee, hang out in the cafe. It's kind of like part community hub, part utility. And now their laundromats are very indicative of the kind of life that people want to live. Do you see what I mean? People don't go there just to wash their clothes. They go there for the experiences of how they want to live, being able to lounge and hang out while they're doing their laundry, even though they're not doing it in their home. And that's kind of the point. A crowded market isn't actually a bad thing. It's great because it lets you know that there's already demand in that space. It means people are buying the solutions that are already out there that are similar to yours. Your job isn't to be the first. Your job is to launch with a clear message, a distinct perspective, and the experience people will actually remember. So instead of asking yourself, has this already been done? Ask yourself, what makes this mine to do? Another way to think about this is, your founder story is your differentiator. You want to stand out, so tell us why you care. Here's mine. I grew up in an immigrant entrepreneurial family, full of creativity, grit, ambition. But like a lot of us, I thought the safe bet is corporate. And I followed all the rules. I brought my A game to every boardroom. And still, I hit the wall. Because the work hard, earn more model that I saw at home didn't translate to peace or power in the workplace. It just taught me burnout. Sure, I might have been having a few brilliant moments, but I wasn't being treated as an asset in companies. And that's when I stopped trying to earn my way to freedom and started building it. And now I see the same fire in my clients. The ones who crush to work, lead teams, they hold their families together. And now they want to apply that same brilliance to a vision of their own. That's what Floracity Studio is all about for me. Helping women build with not just passion, but clarity, power, and scale. I teach clients to think about not just what do I want to sell, but what lived experience gives me the right to lead in this particular area. Because at the end of the day, people don't really connect with your offer. They connect with your story first. So if you ever wonder why somebody with a worse product than you is selling more, it's usually because of this. They've found a way to be relatable, lead with story, and make people feel like they get a piece of whatever it is that their transformation is by selling their product. When we see influencers start selling pretty crappy product, but it's flying off the shelf, it's because they have sold a way for people to have a relationship with them through what they're selling. And the good news is you can do this too. You can build something that is memorable, relatable, and most important, human. Okay, now let's talk about how you get there. If I had $1 for every founder that came to me and said, I want to help moms, I probably would have enough to fund all of their launches. I get it. Cute is nice, but the truth is clarity converts. I help moms reduce the stress of dinner time with delivered meals for picky toddlers. Boom. We get it. Clear, we want it, we can see ourselves in it. It makes total sense. Now, if you're not sure how to get from I help moms to I help moms reduce stress with delivered meals for picky toddlers, here's how you can get there. You can ask yourself these 3 questions. What problem do I solve? Who exactly do I solve it for? And what result do they walk away with? That right there is your positioning. That's your messaging. Let me walk you through a couple examples to show you exactly how this works. So one of my clients is a brilliant psychologist with a deep body of research and a big heart to help. She really, really wants to see how her research can be transformational for women. But her offer, it was just way too packed. It was too dense, if you will. She was using a lot of academic language, and it just made it hard for her to actually reach the people who need what she's bringing to the market. So together, we pulled the heart out of all the academic jargon she was using, focused in on her story, her mission, and transformed it into a wellness brand. It was a wellness brand that's focused on human, clear, actionable ways to regulate women's nervous systems. It's still an elevated offer, but it's not so inaccessible that people would even notice it in a scroll. Now they can see that there's a wellness brand that's targeted towards their real life experiences of managing so many changes in life. And that's exactly what she was learning in her research. Another client came in with a journaling concept, but the core is that she's a social worker. So she had made all these observations of how people kind of struggle with chaos and lacked executive function to be able to get through everyday things, much less getting through goal setting or getting through a particular traumatic part of their life. We repositioned her notebook to be breakthrough tools for real brains managing stress. So people with neurodivergence, ADHD, or just somebody who's been conscious enough to identify that they're struggling with everyday chaos could choose what type of journal they needed based on their conditions. And that clarity turned what was just another notebook into a system, a resource system that people can now go to based on their condition and choose all the things that she has to offer to support. I hope you're seeing the pattern here. They left at the same product, but completely different positioning and different outcomes. So if you've been whispering your idea into the world, thinking that it's not original enough, this is your reminder. People are not buying perfection. They're buying clarity. They're buying story. They're buying truth that feels like it's for them. They want that connection with what you've put out into the world and your understanding of their problem. So here's what I want you to do this week. I want you to do these 3 things. 1, share the moment that made you want to start this business. What's that aha that you felt that made you say, you know what? I must do this. I am the right person to start this venture. And it's unfortunate that it's something that's missing right now for us all. 2, describe your ideal customer like a friend. How do you see this person? What do you love about them? What do you see as their opportunities? Really get down to the details of who this person is. And then last but not least, clarify what problem you solve without all the fluff. Take out all the extra stuff and strip it down until you can get it to a one-liner. I help X person with Y by Z. Don't go any further than that. If you need help figuring out what to say and how to say it, I made you a free tool. It's called the Smart Start Checklist. It's a 5-minute fit check for you to be able to really bottle down the message behind what it is you want to do. I really want you to find a message that will resonate. The link is in the description. Please don't sit on your idea because you're not first. Build it with intention, build it with clarity, and build it in your voice. and just see what happens. I think you'll be surprised. I'm Ayana, your product launch plug, and I'll see you next time with more confidence, clarity, and strategies to scale your business. Subscribe so you don't miss it.